culturally oriented. Music, concerts, movies, and drama theaters play an important role in their lives. They live at home with their parents longer than we do in America. We have a lot in common, like traveling and learning about other cultures. They are very funny and have a great sense of humor. We invited them to visit us in America. So, Christy, I hope you will see them when they do come to visit. Well, today was very interesting. Until tomorrow, making new friends, Emily. Dear Christy, we had some free time today, so we went shopping. I found out that there are 3 kinds of shops in Russia. First, there are Western-type shops or malls that are similar to what we expect to see in America. Many accept credit cards, and sales assistants often speak English. We went to GUM, the State Universal Store, which was close to the hotel. It's in the Red Square, opposite the Lenin Mausoleum. It's the largest store in Russia, and now an attractive shopping mall selling predominantly Western goods. The second type of shop in Russia is the traditional ex-Soviet Russian store. They are relatively smaller and specialized only selling food, bread, cosmetics, souvenirs, clothes, or shoes. My favorite is the third kind of shop, a farmer's market, street markets, and kioski, little shops, or entire shopping streets. Now that's shopping. We went to Moscow's leading shopping street, Arbat. Arbat Street is crowded with pedestrians and is one of Moscow's liveliest areas. It is also a favorite place for street artists, poets, and musicians. There are many antique and souvenir stores, bookshops, and restaurants. The Arbat has strong literary associations. Famous Russian writers like Pushkin, Gogol, Lermontov, Tolstoy, and Bulgakov lived there or on neighboring streets. There is a huge souvenir market in the center of the Arbat street. Souvenir hunters can buy everything there, including shapka hats, fighter pilot helmets, icons, handmade jewelry, pictures, traditional costumes, and gaudily painted mugs, plates, and spoons from the village of Hakhlama, located outside Moscow. I bought most of my gifts there. For my mom, I found some Pollock lacquered boxes. For my dad, I found this pretty cool military hat. I also found some Matryoshka nesting dolls for my sisters. There was this awesome picture of Russia that I had to have. Oh, and I didn't forget you, Christy. I got you a doll in a traditional dress. I know you will like it. She's beautiful. After shopping, we went to the nearest restaurant. We were starving. There are many different kinds of restaurants on Arbat Street. We had a hard time deciding between Italian, Chinese, Georgian, American, and Russian food. We all agreed that since we were in Russia, we should eat like the Russians. I like Russian food, especially borscht. It's a soup with lots of vegetables, including beets, which makes the soup look red. Then there is blini, which is pancakes, and I can't forget pelmeni, which looks like ravioli. I wasn't impressed by the caviar, but I liked the ice cream. I was surprised to see people eating ice cream, morozhenoye, out on the street, because though it is spring, it is still cold. At the same time, my new Russian friends were surprised to see that I like to drink iced tea instead of hot tea or chai. When I get back home, I think I'll cook you a typical Russian lunch. It includes a salad, soup, a main course of fish or meat with potatoes, kartoshka, and kompot, which is a boiled fruit drink, or you may prefer hot tea. I'm stuffed from all the great Russian food we ate. We walked off most of it getting back to the hotel, but I think I'm going to walk some more around the hotel. Your stuffed friend, Emily. Dear Christy, I'm sad to say this is the last day in Moscow. We spent it at the Tretiakov Gallery, Tretyakovskaya Galereya. This gallery boasts having the largest collection of Russian art in the world, about some 50,000 paintings. The millionaire industrialist Pavel Tretyakov founded it. He presented his private collection to the city of Moscow in 1892. The exhibition begins on the first floor with a magnificent collection of icons. Icon paintings, like Christianity itself, came to Russia from Byzantium. there are masterpieces by the great Moscow iconographers, Theophanes the Greek, Dionysus, and Andrei Rublev. The story of Russian art continues on the second floor with the European-trained painters of the Academy of Arts, which was founded by Catherine the Great in the 18th century. The works on display include portraits and landscapes by Dmitry Levetsky, Vladimir Borovikovsky, and Vasily Tropinin. In the 1870s, a group of artists, including Ivan Kramskoy, Vasily Perov, and Fyodor Vasilyev, rebelled against traditional academic art and went out in search of new national art. This group, known as the Peredvizhniki, or Wanderers, went on to include Vasily Surikov, Vasily Palinov, Alexei Savrasov, and the prolific Ilya Repin. The subject matter of these artists ranges from portraits and vast historical canvases to landscapes and religious paintings to vivid pictures of war horrors and social conflicts. In the 20th century, Russian painters entered the vanguard of European art with Mikhail Larionov, Natalia Goncharova, and Kazimir Malevich. Their work is highly original, but there is clear evidence of the influence of the European art schools. Many of these artists, including Vasily Kandinsky, were forced to leave Russia after the revolution because of tightening ideological constraints, which have only recently been relaxed. Most of all, I liked portraits of Russian czars and members of their noble families. I know most of them from my Russian history classes: Peter the Great, Catherine the Great, Pavel, Anna, and Elizabeth. I noticed that Russians are fiercely proud of their deep cultural heritage, both in the arts and in their daily lives. I was impressed to see so many sculptures and monuments along the streets and parks. There are so many beautiful buildings decorated with mosaics and domes. Unfortunately, we did not have enough time to see everything, but we did see plenty. As you know, Christy, I plan to continue my Russian studies when I go to the university. I hope that one day I will be able to come back to Moscow because there's so much to see and do here. It is such an exciting and beautiful place. Maybe we can come back and visit it together. That would be fun. I'll see you soon. From Moscow with love, Emily.
This concludes Letters from Russia, Moscow. I hope you gained a better understanding and insight of the people and the beauty and amazing places that exist within Russia. It is my wish for you that one day you will also be able to visit this great country. Goodbye for now и до свидания.